film with 18 crew. Now these credits, I don't know where these come from. We shot this film with a crew of 18 people, but I don't know. In the process of 2 years, I'm just finding these, who are these people?
So 18 people.
18, 1-8.
1-8, yeah. That's what I thought you said. Hello, Vinny.
Hello. Thank you for watching my film. Thank you. Till the end of the film, you're here.
This is the second time I've seen it, and really loved it, and even more poignant in some places. Let's talk about, first of all, the juxtaposition of the fact that it has a seed of autobiographical per our conversation.
Yes.
If you want to first talk about that, I think that it might be a good, that will lead to other questions that
I don't know, like now I think I am finding a new seed, because when I spoke to you, I thought, oh, okay, this is the reason of what. So the seed of fear, I think we were talking about, right? So I think it's very personal. Now I'm realizing at the age of 40, said it's like my father, because again, he come from hills, and you know, he has to do a lot of things for the family, and he has to come to a new city. So his life was, not now I think so, but till a point was driven by fear only. And now I'm understanding it. And to be very honest, I was also dealing with that fear for a very long time. I think the process is, this film especially, I really want to come out of fear. So basically, again, I'm from a working class background, and I have to do multitasking to survive myself, and also like to again help my family. Okay, but for a film, you want to make a film, but a film you need this much money, these people, what if this will go, and all of that. And loads of people went for this introspect in the COVID times, and I was one of them. And I said, okay, I've earned something. And because I have to do so many tasks, like a casting director, as in a workshop facilitator, as in direction assistant, director, as an actor, I studied acting, not direction. It's a fluke. So I said, let's do it. Let's see. Okay, I was just telling myself, okay, I'm not married, I don't have kids. What if I put all my money and make this film? You know, some people wants to buy Mercedes, some people wants to do something. So I told myself, okay, let me do one. Let me buy a brand new Mercedes, and I will throw that Mercedes from the hills, and I'll enjoy the process. And I survived.
I love that. You know, I can relate to some of the stories that you told me, how you really did not come from a film background, how you came
Yes.
from, you know, and I didn't really come from a film background, but certainly Robert Rodriguez, who I started out with,
Yes.
and helped him get going in
And
that.
just thank again, now you're taking my interview, I don't know how and why.
Well, there you
I'm
go,
glad.
there's reasons, but.
I've told
you
my
know-
team, Elizabeth.
No, but it's very exciting to have seen somebody who came from like nowhere. Because as you know, the nepotism, and I love the beginning of the film, because it shows you the kind of seediness, darkness of what the film industry, we think of it, and it kinda is, 'cause
I think the bad actor performance was the best performance, right?
they really are, they made me laugh.
But
And I
to be
told
very
us-
honest, because I've done casting, so those people are so vulnerable. You can't judge them because they just came from all small towns. They don't know what to do. They have seen something and they are trying to give their best, and people were just laughing, but again, everybody's had a journey, and after 10 years, so how you said nepotism, I don't believe in that, but it just, for us, it takes a lot of time to understand that. But I think it's a very positive point, because now, if I'm making something, I know what I'm doing. If I was doing at the age of 25 or 30, I don't understand. I didn't understand that time. it was happening, but I don't know, why I'm doing it, and what's the outcome, and why it is happening. So I think it's important sometimes. I'm very happy that I made this film now. So yeah, sorry I cut your point.
No,
You
no,
were saying
so my
something.
point was that I love that you came to Austin, which is where all that happened for us, in the same way. You now are at this festival.
I
And
don't
I
know.
just found it very kind of serendipitous, because there's some themes in there that are, great as far as like, and then in the film, the character goes home. That's where he heals from all of this, generational trauma and understands his father finally. And I think that takes a lot of guts to show all of that in a way, in film. But I also love the serendipity that you came to our town to do that. And Richard Linklater, who started this, Austin Film Society, AFS Cinema,
Yeah.
and also an amazing filmmaker, and Robert Rodriguez, did not come from film backgrounds at all. And here you are, in the town where these two,
Good karmas.
filmmakers that are wonderful filmmakers, both of them in their own way. I've seen them grow here, and to see that happen in India, it's also amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I commend you for that. I know how hard it is to make that first film and to let the fear go and not be afraid.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's, when you're making it for other people to see and make stories, oh yeah, it's so hard. Trust me, at that time ego was working. Uh, yeah, it was the ego. Ki, yes, I'm going to do it. Yeah, whatever the stories you want to make it. Yeah, it's happening because you're in an illusion of that ego. Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let me make that. Oh, but you can't do it. You can't do act and direct. Okay, yeah, let me try. I'll fail. No, I'll throw it the car. It's okay, no problem. It's my money. I earned it.
And let me, also I noticed that Rita, the one that plays
Oh.
Dimple, she also co-wrote it with you, is that
I
correct?
think she only wrote it. I am a very bad writer, trust me. All those nuances is because of her. Trust me, she is fantastic. And also, I really want to say, guys, I really, really, really want to thank my team because it is a collaborative process. I'm just sitting here taking all the footage, but it's all teamwork. Yeah, yeah. My whole team deserve this. If we arrive sometimes in one branch, I said, let's make average films. So even if it's this average film, I'm happy because we tried something altogether, and we break all the patterns of traditional way of filmmaking. I think so. Yeah.
You did. Also, and the casting was fabulous, but I also really loved the women in this film, the faces. How did you go about casting?
I was a casting. I did 8 years of
Incredible
casting.
faces.
I'm very good in casting. Even the guy I cast in this, Guppy, he's fantastic.
No, but I was really,
I
the
took
sister.
2,000 auditions for that guy.
No, love the sister, I love the aunt, all
Okay.
of those women.
By the way, guys, my sister in this film, my real sister, she is an accountant. My Jiju is my real Jiju. Like he's an LIC agent. My niece is my real niece. My Bua is my real Bua. And my Bua not even know Hindi. So, but I'm a very good workshop director also. So I use my strength. But to be very honest, I explored this and I really want to explore more. End of the day, film is, sorry, we will intellectualize it for sure, but for me, it's the feeling, right? What you're taking at the end. Ye shot, wo shot, what you thought? I don't think, for me, it doesn't matter, but we'll talk about it for sure because it's important. To have that feeling, two-person should sense each other. Even two bad actors, it's fine. If they have some backstory, even if they sing bad lines, some energy, some sense will come and you can capture in the film. That's my belief. I'm exploring more. Yeah, so I believe, at least in cinema and now in life, energy works.
agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm a horrible actor, so please don't ever cast me.
But energy is matching. I'll cast the guy again. 1,000 auditions. Cast me. Then for you, I'll cast a lot of, you and me. Don't worry.
Wow, that's incredible, I didn't realize, because, I mean, I couldn't tell from the names and.
Yeah.
I
Oh, sorry.
usually look-
Yashpal's daughter, who came at the end with the cake, my younger sister.
That's
Yeah.
amazing, that's even more amazing.
Yeah.
But I also love, the story, because you find out things about your father all along, good things and bad things. He started drinking. You already had all of the
Anger issues.
struggle,
Yeah.
with him, and obviously your character has an issue when he
Yeah.
drinks. So it's really powerful the way you portrayed some of that, but you also found some real redemption when your aunt says,
Yeah.
what could he do? He didn't let you go back, in the character Boopy, you never, he never went back to, his boss's house and things like that. But it is certain themes. Do you wanna talk about the trajectory of the script and how you guys came about, you and Rita, with
Yeah.
those themes or?
Yeah, so my thing is, there's no doubt, we have traumas, like we actually portray traumas and not wanted to portray is on the nose, we really tried, because sometimes you don't need to, you can sense it. And yeah, we've studied and to be very honest, we all have it in us, including me, something from the past, and you are dealing with it, and you're not perfect, but you're finding it out, and you're every day working towards it, right? To solve it. So yeah, I also have some anger issues for sure, and I think after this film, I cut it down. Okay, it's working.
It's good therapy.
It's a good therapy. It's a good therapy. Any day, filmmaking is it makes me more humble for sure. Because everybody say fuck off. Then I say, okay, I have to be humble then. So I become humble and then say, okay, I'll work for you. But I don't know how much to talk about this because these are very sensitive topics and.
I'm not saying about personally you
No,
in
even-
any way, but just in general, because the way you addressed it was very culturally specific, in a way,
Yeah.
but in every culture, I mean,
Yeah.
my people, I'm from
Like in
Venezuela.
Gopi's case, going back home, and I think it's the energy of his also, like how the stone scene. What is the stone scene? The stone scene, it is a catharsis, right? Otherwise, ek patthar hilaya and he just pushed one stone and now why he's saying that, okay, he will not sign it. But there's something happened. And the Bua also sensed it, and that's why she said, now I'll put it. And he said, no, you don't need to sign it. So in his case, he got the full circle once he go back to his roots. And I put some points in the middle, but it's very subtle. Like even the god and the hills are actually, they are pushing him from Bombay to go to, like it's time for him to go to hills and find his full circle. So I also believe in like age is a number, but you have to do whatever you start, you have to do a full circle. So in his case is that in Rita's characters, at the end she wore father's jacket, right? So now it's her time to get peace with this. So that's her new journey.
There's so many little
Yeah,
things.
little things, I know.
Yeah, I saw the stone one, the stone section.
Yeah.
As
Even that song, it's we
Correct.
didn't
Yeah.
write the meaning of it, but it is related to
the passion fruit one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Which
The
song?
hills, the pushing stone song.
Oh, the pushing
It
stone.
is also something related to cleansing the soul, something like that.
No, it's had a lot of meaning. I felt like when they were trying to push that stone together, they were never gonna get it anywhere, but at the
Yeah.
same time, the effort of the togetherness healed
Yeah,
the characters
Yeah.
too, in a way, in a lot of ways.
yeah.
So,
It's so funny. there is no logic to it. Such a big stone, how could you push it?
Sometimes we try.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I made this film. Because for a guy like me, who has to survive in Bombay, a city like Bombay, it is like exactly like New York, and working class background, we have to work. And if I tell someone, "Ki go and make a film," say, "Are you nuts? For that, we need that much money. We need to put people together, and you're also already working 12 hours in a day. How could you do that?" So it is like pushing. I know it is like, but once it's done, I can push so many stones now.
But you learned that just with a little, maybe like a stick.
Yeah.
You know, they built whole pyramids
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
you know, basically
Yeah.
moving those big stones, you know?
Yeah.
And there just takes a little bit, you know, sometimes saying, you know, I think I can,
Absolutely.
learning.
And let me fail, no?
Yeah.
Let me fail, no? There's a fear of fail. What if I'll fail? Oh, my life. What? It's okay. Let me fail once. Maybe I'll learn something from there. And I personally believe we are a product of our mistakes, not success. That's my belief. Because whenever I fail, I pick things from there and then I implement in my next work or life. Whenever I got success, इसका क्या उठाऊं मैं? मतलब what I will take it from there. Oh, claps. Oh, you're good. Now what?
And I think that we all learn more from failure.
I think so. I think so. It's important.
Yep.
It's important.
It is.
And we have to be okay with that, first of all. Yeah.
Yeah. At the moment, it doesn't feel so good.
Yeah.
When you're going through the phase.
Yeah, humans.
But, yeah, human, but later on you see it and you're like, wow, that was a really good lesson. I think that, you know, it's an interesting thing, because, you know, I'm culturally from another country, from Venezuela, and there's some themes that are, some similar themes, you know, but the cultures are different, very different. And, but I felt connected in the sense that I have some of the same family kind of structures. So that's beautiful and, you know, like universal. You know, and people are people and aunts. We all have an aunt like that, you know,
Absolutely.
you know, and or
Absolutely.
you know that is tough, but
Yeah.
somehow you get through them. You know, my dad's older sister. You know, it's really hard.
Even the sister in the film, you are seeing that she's fighting and she's doing, I will not give him food, but there's so much connection is there when even they are fighting. Even she's saying, you will be cold, just take the jacket. You know, all these things. And in Indian culture, we are like that. Our love comes with fight only. Am I making sense to you guys? Yeah. जब तक तू बाहर नहीं जाएगा, मना किया था ना, then she feels. You're waiting for that the slap so that you'll get Maggie after that.
I think it's the same in mine.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Well, any questions? Because I think it's important to get you guys talking.
Oh my God.
Charlie.
I'll use very blunt, direct language. Since the blackmail video is based on dick sucking, you came up with a solution of poetic justice for the blackmailer to get his dick caught in his dick. And how did you all discuss that and come up with that decision?
So I am a bit, I really want to make things out of the box, so I really want to show it like that. I think, I don't know about the whole film, but this was, it's there in my mind from the beginning onwards. You know, sometimes as a filmmaker, you know your endings.
Yes.
I was crystal clear that I want to show it like this.
That was kind of poetic justice, you're right.
Yeah, act of God, yeah.
First of all, incredible film. I personally felt very related to the main character, and his drive is mostly fear-based, you know, and I do.
Which leads to anger. You know, that's
Which
the
leads to
process of
anger.
all the time. And
Yes, yeah.
like,
To
yeah.
you personally, how did you find the answer, both for the main character and for yourself to push through that fear?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Sorry. How did you come up with the idea for both the main character to push past his fear and for you to push past the fear to make your own movie, to your film?
I personally feel that anything, I have to do it for myself as a person or someone in the film. I think this one life, it's beautiful, and I have to be hopeful, and I have to make only hopeful films. Even if a biography, if anybody was giving like a depressing ending, I'm saying I'm not that person. I want to make it. It's okay. Somebody will make it. But sorry, I'm a very hopeful person in life, and I want to make hopeful films.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very helpful, indeed, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, excellent movie. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoyed it. I'm so nostalgic too, since I'm from that part of the area in India.
Yes.
One question for you is, your journey started with your feelings, hard feelings for your dad and everything.
Yes.
So was the closure the yellow drum or the stone?
What do you think?
I think it was the yellow drum. I mean, that was the start, I would say.
You know.
What
So.
was the question?
So
Yeah.
we always. Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
Give the mic.
I can repeat the question.
Yes.
I'll phrase this way. So my question is, the journey was with his dad there was a lot of angst with his dad. So where was the closure? When did the closure happen? Was it the yellow drum when the closure happened with the dad, the feelings? Or was it the stone where the closure happened?
You know, no, but I have to give this answer, and I have to ask one question. So, it's such beautiful what you asked. Now in life, I want to ask one question to everyone. Whenever we decided to quit or to start something, do we know the exact point or not? No. In films, we wanted, this point. But to be very honest, maybe before that, more before that, even that guy is listening. He started listening, maybe. Otherwise, he was always, right? Never wanted, reflect back, never wanted to listen to anyone. So, it's so beautiful because, and I think because of the question, and also I was contemplating for the past 4-5 months, not from the film, but in general. Okay, I'll tell you what. Quit smoking. It's happening with me right now. I keep saying from today onwards. Is it started from there? No. Maybe the conversations beforehand. Maybe in the night I got some dream. So sometimes in films we really want to portray in a way. Scene number 47. That's the closure started, right? So, you can predict anything. It's fine. But for me, I don't know.
Thank you.
For me, I think it's like a decision that happens slowly, because I think when you're in the forest, sitting there by yourself, really
Exactly.
in that, in
Exactly.
nature has a way of healing, and it's a healing process that takes time and takes
Beautiful.
steps.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I agree.
Questions over there?
All right. Awesome, awesome work.
Thank you. I didn't like your shirt, by the way. It's a friend of mine, sorry. It's too flashy for a indie film.
You are with all the flashy stuff and I'm losing words here, but I have no questions. I just want to share a little bit of my perspective of the movie, of the screening, which might differ a little bit from the rest of you all, because I know this guy since we were probably 8 years old. We're classmates. We spent our entire youth together, same class. Seen him after
Can you be a bit louder, Varun?
Oh. All right, I'll try. But then,
You want a microphone?
Come here, no?
Here, you can have mine.
I wore the right shirt, didn't I? I'm not good at this. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes. There's a couple of things. When you saw in one of the scenes when he's in Mumbai, he's partying with the other character who got the role in the end. And he's sitting on a box and he's beating the box and all that, right? He has done that in his entire life. Like we studied in a school where you have those wooden benches, right? There isn't really an instrument, and he was in the school band. All we have is a trumpet, and he's doing the percussion and stuff. But outside of that, the entire time, he'll be the guy who's beating the desks, and all of us are dancing around it. So he's actually done that in his entire life, and like, right. And then in the stone scene, when he's actually crying, I've seen him cry as a teenager, and that's how he cries. He's not acting there, so you can see it's coming out. So I mean, lots of things that I saw, and I know his family, I know some of the dynamics. So I used to be the studious one, and he wasn't. That's why he's here. But then every time I go to his place, and it's a very Indian thing. It's a very, very Indian thing that you would never really praise your own kid, but you praise the other one. And
So yes.
every time.
So nice.
Right?
Yes.
And we're probably like 13, 14 at this time, and I'm going home, and his parents wouldn't want anyone to come in because I'm just taking into his time, so he's not studying and all. So the way he'll get me in is telling me he's the topper of the class. So then I'll be allowed in the house, and then we're studying for the most part. But then every time, his mom would come, they'll be like, why don't you be more like him? And I'm all of 13, I'm telling her, Aunt, no, he's absolutely fine the way he is. Maybe he'll be the one who'll make it, and we'll all be just normal people. So well, I'm just trying to bring those nuances out, which if you actually look at the whole thing through all those nuances, you'll see that a lot of it is just him being him and us being us and all that. I do have one question though, and you tell me if I'm allowed to actually say that. You talked about a lot of characters in the movie who are actually related to you. You missed out on one. Did you?
Which one?
So the person in the end of the movie who actually.
Oh shit!
Who
Oh,
actually.
the father is my father!
I recognize in the end. So in
Oh
the
shit!
very end when he
Acting
turns
is
and
so
smiles.
wonderful, I thought he's an actor. He's my
His
father.
uncle. So that was like the moment for me when
Yeah, he's my father, he's alive.
Anyways, so
We won't show them the tape.
Oh my god.
I was just sitting there next to Jen crying my heart out because I could relive a lot of our teenage through the movie and then trauma most of us go through, no one talks about it. So kudos to actually make a film about a topic like this. And yeah, I'll go back before I.
Okay. My request to everyone is, I'm out. Whosoever wants to have any question, because they have to start another film. So let's do our discussion outside. And thank you again for your time and your energy. God bless you. Thank you.